Hmm. I wonder who lives here. Let's go and find out, shall we, Karish? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind with me, Veriax. And we're going to have a wander in here for now. Just have a little look around. Although, it has literally just occurred to me that he won't be able to get very far, because I do not believe Karish can have has any sort of form of levitating. Still, we can have a little look around, see what's what. This person looks busy. Let's go and bother them. Hello? Hello. Welcome to Sedwith Mora, Karish. This is the district seat of House Telvanni. We see many outlanders here, but Sedwith Mora is not a very friendly town, especially if you're an outlander. Okay, well, we've seen this before. The haunting. Yes, no, oh yeah, we've grateful. Good, good. Oh yes, your handling. Okay, so that has been mentioned, your handling of the haunting. So that's good. That has been updated, so that will help us. But yeah, specific place, usual kind of thing, gateway in and everything, Imperial Cult Shrine, yeah, advertising the Mages Guild, which is curious, but still, couple of books, nice. Hello, expensive, terrible outfit, absolutely terrible outfit, actually, awful, terrible. No dressing. Eggs everywhere. Eggs. Ah! Screams at the side of your face. Get away from me, egghead. How do you manage to find me? I thought I fastened you and your brethren to the floor in Telvanni. Go away and tell Thorena to leave me alone. I won't come back to her. Never! Okay, so I believe this is just from the the dialogue. This dude is maybe an ex of Mistress Thorena, and well, yeah, it's affected him somewhat. Ooh. I mean, I assume I can't take that. Very grand set of armor here, but what are you doing? Why are you bughead? Welcome to our time, Kara. If you're doing something tomorrow, I'm sure you'll see much that puzzles you. Have you any questions? No, not really. No. Well, actually, let's ask about your background, I suppose. You're a battle mage. Little advice? Little advice? Sedwith Mora is the only place shop for goods and services in Telvanni district. All of the Telvanni settlements are small with very few services and very few selections. Okay. Let's go up, shall we? Down seems like a peasant's kind of direction. This is curious. What possible use could this be? What time is it? 6 PM. Okay, have we got any food or any supplies at all? We don't. We lost them all as we yeah, fell in the water. So as yes, as I remember. So we'll have to go and stock up at some point. The general. Ooh. Hello. Good day to you, Karish. I am Vanel 7. I assume you're in Belmara, since you haven't spoken before. Maybe. Secret. Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap. Ask questions, or don't. If you don't ask, you never learn. But I knew that, so. So someone important lives in here, because they at least warrant their own bedroom, if not a door. Very curious. Some kind of... I guess they come in here and they grab a plate and they go out here again? You think they put like a table here or something for people to eat at? The Telvanni are very strange. Oh, you go and eat up here. You're very short. Same thing. How about some advice? Heading for the background, you always carry a couple of restore health, restore fatigue, cure disease, and cure by potions. Yeah, we know about that. And you are a lawman, an archer of Great House Telvanni. Why would the House Telvanni need an archer? Surely fireballs would suffice. Interesting. All right. Maybe not quite what Karish was expecting. But yeah, this is very, very odd. Very strange indeed. Alright, let's see what's down here then. Very odd. I'm sure there's a path that I missed there, but I think Karish has lost interest in that. And as we alluded to last episode, we're going to head back to Balmora, and yeah, going to possibly start. Do you have any things to eat and such?
I can tell.
Yeah, you do, more or less. Yeah, we're gonna possibly have a word with Caius and start the main quest. So, moon sugar, eh? We know that's naughty. We'll buy some eggs because this is more alchemical ingredients, but there's still some stuff we can eat here. Hombres, we know we can eat. Guar meat we can eat, and a couple of potions of restoring intelligence kind of works. All these things kind of work, don't they? For just random things to drink. Now, do we need to talk about it? We've got 2 of disease, 1 of poison. Plenty of restore health, even though I did use a few in our last adventure. I think we're kind of alright. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. 55. Hell Telvanni! I didn't even have to say what she had to say, did I? What did you do this time? Looking for services? Yeah, I didn't even read her. That was a bit lazy of me. But yeah, she just said the same usual kind of text. I'd rather go to somewhere like that, even though it isn't a big rush room, than this place, because this place sounds like it's got a bit of a rep that maybe Karish does not need to involve himself with. So we've been to Balmora before, we've had a bit of a look around. Oh, there's something I want to do, and that's this. So we know where we're going with that. But yeah, I did mention in one of the Let's Discuss videos, which I'm going to call them, someone asked why I don't use the map, and I could, but I try not to, but it's just there if I open it. But I put it in local mode, which I very, very rarely do. I want to see the map anyway, so. But if I absolutely need to use the map, I will. But yeah, that's. And then somebody said, "Why don't you just use this?" I'm like, I forgot all about it, even though there's a little button for it. So yeah. Now you guys might have some spells for us. Might you? We got 500 gold. 45 things aren't really that useful. Neither are resist. Calm humanoids. Cure poison on his elf, definitely worth it, I would reckon. Although maybe we could make that. We've got something. Cure common disease on self. I think we've got cure poison on touch, right? So we can make one of these. It's probably going to be cheaper than that. So that's what we'll do. No. So fire shield and frost. The only thing that's kind of tempting is the antidote spell, but we're going to make our own. Then we can name up something, and that'll be fun. And you also have spells. No. Oh, actually, yeah. Cure. No. Cure poison on self, and that will cost us 450. Tell you what, we'll just buy it from. That makes no sense. But all right then. No, actually, no, it's all right. I'll just buy it from him. That they really need to work on their business practice a little bit. Wrong button. Yeah, I'll buy it for 135. That makes sense. Now the potion is better, hands down, because you just right click, go into here, take it, rather than trying to queue up the spell and everything. But it makes sense that you'd have it, doesn't it? Now you've got a bunch of interesting spells. I mean, regenerate. We don't really need another healing spell because our current one is serving our purposes. So while these could be kind of nice, this is more of an instant one though, isn't it? But 100 gold is quite a lot for what we've got. And, well, absorb health. Best spell in the game. I don't know if it's Karish's kind of deal, so I'm going to leave it. I might look into getting it later. I mean, it could absorb fatigue instead, which might actually make a bit more sense. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll buy that one, which is something I don't normally, but we'll sap their vitality and give it to ourselves, so our spells will be more have more chance of success in combat. Alright. Maybe some of you guys have spells as well. You are mages after all, aren't you? Welcome to the Morrowind, Karish. This is the district. Yes, we've seen this before, so. Not a friendly town. No, it's not very friendly. Oh, yeah. We could always possibly just dart over and get that. Keep forgetting about that. I need to put a post-it on my monitor about what which books I need.
Can you ask your question quickly?
But you didn't have spell, did you? You did, okay. So burden, no. Levitate is really useful. But we're going to buy it because most of our gold. Paralyze. 3 seconds is nothing. An open door. 25 to 50 points. That's really useful. I'm getting it. I got it. I got it. Oh, am I even... No. We're going to get it. Okay, well, that's it then. That's all we can really get. Take me to a... Oh, I'm just worrying. I forgot about the whole travel cost. Okay, it's fine. Take me to Balmora. So, we've got no gold again. We've got some supplies at least, which is nice. Hello. But I think what we're going to do now is have a day off. Okay, it was suggested that I could actually roleplay the day off, but I thought about it, but I thought a whole day of us sort of wandering around, not doing a whole lot. I'm just going to wait, and we're just going to say that Karish does it. He doesn't really have enough money to buy any nice clothes, so we're just going to... Hi, Juju! And you keep wandering out of your place, don't you? Good date. Good day. Not dirt. Good day. I am Dulnir Ralal, publican of the 8 plates here in Balmora. We rent beds and a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new in town, well, I'm not. So I'm going to start skipping some of the text now because we've read it all before. Yes, 10 gold is fine. Thank you. And to be polite, we're going to buy some 2 portions of salt rice as well. And then head down to our bed, which is a little small. There is no place for to buy clothes and such, but still. Oop. No, I want to... Come on. There we go. I'm actually going to keep the restore strength just in case. Yeah, we'll have that. Alright. And we're going to rest for 24 hours. More or less. In fact, we can... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got this as well. Level 3. You realise that you are catching on to the secret of success. It's just a matter of concentration. So, intelligence. Agility. Well, ability to dodge is nice. We'll get some speed as well. Because that's always good. I don't think strength works too much for his character. Even though it is a very useful stat. Not just for combat, but, you know, it also increases your encumbrance. But we'll leave it at 30 for the foreseeable future. Agility. Well, that will help us with our archery, won't it? So, we'll put on that. I was tempted to get an extra point of luck. But, no, we'll leave it at that. we're going to go and rent the room for one more night. I'm not quite sure what's changed. That's really quite odd, but fine. There are other. What the hell? Where if we talk to her now? I mean, it's 50. She'll barter with me. That is so strange. Maybe it's because I stayed in there for too long. Maybe I should have rested for 23 hours and then come out again. Interesting. I say there are other places to rest. Are there? There's got to be. Right? I know I can stay at the Mages Guild. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't think the council... Actually, no, we can stay at the council club, can't we? I'm pretty sure we can. I'm pretty sure we did that. That's really strange how they... Maybe he left the room in a bit of a state, though I can't really see Karish doing that. You know, I don't think he'd wet the bed or anything. I'm pretty sure it is because I stayed in there too long. Still very... I haven't really seen that before. I'll go and stay here instead then. Charming. No, you don't rent beds. There's got to be more than one in Balmora that we can stay at, so we're going to say we stay here. It's ridiculous. Oh, we rest until morning. And then we'll... Right, so... And have a bit of breakfast. What a lot of hassle for a day off, eh? So... yes, those. We're not going to be Bastion's assistant anymore. Where's the main quest? I don't know. Anyway, it's in there, obviously. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a chat with Caius now, because it's really early. Misjudged that a bit. Is it raining? It is raining. It's all right. We've got a hood. It's fine. Yeah, we're becoming a bit disillusioned with what the Telvanni were kind of like tasking us with and everything, and his task to us was to get like an identity within Morrowind. We've sort of done that now. We are a Telvanni. What are we? We're a Telvanni Oathman, possibly lawman. So now we can go back and say, right, I've done that. What's all this stuff about hidden messages and all that kind of thing? Hello. Are you here to discuss your orders, Karish, or is there something else you need? We can always have to work with these trainers as well. Let's see. So look for... it doesn't say where they are here. Still, I suppose we could just... Because I kind of know where they are. Yeah, so we'll have a chat with these blade trainers. But yeah, orders. Ready for orders? Good. Go and talk to Asfat. Asfat Antibolis at the Balmora Mages Guild. Ask him what he knows about Nervarine's secret cult and Sixth House secret cult. You'll have to do him a favour first. Probably an ugly favour, but do it and get the information from Antibolis and report back to me. By the way, Asfat is a student of Morrowind history. Take the chance to get a little education and try a few... I have a few history books here. Help yourself. You're welcome to them. No point in being part of history if you're too ignorant to understand it. Okay. That could be for the next reading episode. Morrowind history. Yonet's City's little book is a good place to start. I've got it here. Take it. You might also look for On Morrowind, the Imperial Province by Eramanwe of Sunhold. Okay, cool.
Ah, welcome. What may I do for you?
He's given us a little book to read. We can also go and sell this, which I think we will do very shortly. Balmora Fighters Guild. Alright. Oh yeah, the trainers. I can't remember where this... Oh, there it is. Okay, we'll go and speak to her first, only because I know there's a skill book there, and see what they've got to offer. It's Rithleen, isn't it? Oh, you're yeah, the I thought you were the mage one, but you're not. You're the fighter one. Welcome, Novice Karish. Rithleen is my name and Warrior is my trade. I'm happy to share a little advice on Morrowind law with a fellow blade, or maybe you'd like to catch up on the latest rumours. How about all of them? If you're heading to Black Country, yes, we know that one. Morrowind law, worn-out weapons and ammo work poorly. Repair them yourself if you have some skill, or take them to a smith for repair. Latest rumours, just a courier, delivery girl, follow orders and get paid. Don't know nothing, and I'm pretty happy that way. Alright, yeah, and you train in blade, block and medium armor, which is of no interest to me whatsoever. So it must be the one down here. Yeah, the skill book was the one that was up there. I think it's block. Welcome, Novice Novice Karish. Taya Malian is my name. Healer is my trade. Happy to share a little advice on Morrowind law, the Middle Blade, or maybe catch up in the latest room. Okay, little advice. Easy way to get started is to join a guild. Okay, do their jobs, earn your way up their ranks, get discounts, training, and other services. Gets you out and around Vardenfell, and a little at a time you get to know the country and the people. That's very true. You know, Karish is definitely learning this. The guild takes an interest in you. Doesn't send you all over... Wait, the guild takes an interest in you. Doesn't send you in over your head. The Fighters Guild and the Legion, anyway. Mages Guild is another story. Some old chair polisher doesn't have a clue what he's sending you into. Doesn't much care. So he doesn't really rate the Mages Guild, but that's fine. You got some training for me then. So enchant, mysticism and restoration, all useful. And spells, what do we got here? Dispel, that's could be useful. Resist common disease 100%. Yes, we can see ourselves getting that. Reflection and spell absorption to further 45 we've already got. Jump, shield, all useful. Feather, possibly. And burden, not so much. Burden, hardly ever any use, I have to say. But yeah, cool. Alright, so we've met those blade trainers. We don't be like the sound of 9 toes, so I don't think we'll bother with him. Plus, you know, Karish could have said he's the one who does the thiefy subterfuge type things, and Karish is like, meh, meh, meh. So with 30 gold to our name, we embark on a new leg of our story. The main quest of Morrowind awaits, and well, should we all know, it's a pretty long embarking, so let's get on with it, I guess. Hello. So your name is Karish, and you're new here in Balmora, relatively. Well, my name is Facile Char Eskel. I don't mind answering questions. I have nothing else on my mind right now. God's not your warrior. And if I start to bore you about Morrowind law, just let me know. Morrowind law, you say. Foul murder is punishable by compensation, hard labour, or sometimes a writ of assassination. Apprentice of the Fighters Guild. I'm looking for someone in particular, but you don't seem to know where they are. News. That's alright then.
Oh, Outlander, did you want something?
Hi Wayne. Welcome, adventurer. Looking for an equalizer, something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? There are no superior opponents, there are just opponents that are slightly luckier than us. When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poison blade. Try my inexpensive iron spider dagger or steel spider blade, or an imperial netch blade for even more bite. I don't think we'll bother, but thank you anyway. So, little rumours, I guess. Okay, we'll oh yeah, there it is. So the Legion gives out good armour to the best recruits. Again, you and I have nothing in common at all. Hasfat. You can still hear the rain all the way down here, 2 stories down. That's well, a story down. Aha! Hello. Good day, Karish. I am Hasfat Antibolis, Drill Master of the Balmora Fighters Guild. You're with Caius, eh? And Caius wants some information. I'd be happy to help, though I require a favour first, and then I'll tell you what you want to know. Disappearance of the Dwarves? Disappearance of the Dwarves predates Imperial written records. Dunwell oral accounts record the Dwemer are utterly destroyed by the gods for profane practices and impiety. Dwarven ruins are scattered across Tamriel. Weapons, armour, housewares, coins and other items of Dwemer design are often found, but the circumstances surrounding the disappearance of the dwarves remains one of Tamriel's greatest mysteries. Huh. Alright, what's this favour then? There are Dwemer ruins nearby called Arkngthand. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on the side. It's called a Dwemer puzzle box. Bring me back the Dwemer puzzle box and I'll tell you what you want to know. What's a Dwemer puzzle box? The little cube I'm looking for is about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger. It will be made of a coppery metal with circular design and symbols on one side and some line marks on the other sides. That's all I want. It's a little clue. Alright then. How do I get here then? Well, it's perfectly simple. The old Dwemer ruins at Arkngthand are extensive on the surface and underground. Head south out of town, past the Siltstrider port, then cross bridges east over the Odai River. At the signpost, head north towards Caldera. Immediately on the right, see a signpost for Maligmar. Turn right and head uphill on an old road to cross the ancient Dwemer bridge over the Foray de Mamere. The entrance to Arkngthand is on the east side of the Foray, south of the bridge. Turn a crank on a pipe nearby to open the doors. Foray means fire river in the native Ashlander tongue. A deep dark ravines which run down from Red Mountain volcano are called Foray. The lava from Red Mountain is very fluid and it runs almost like water, and during an eruption fire rivers run down the mountain, clearing the ravines of vegetation. Because they have good footing and are clear of brush and run long distances, the natives use them like roads. That's really clever. It's a little detail, but it's really clever. Okay. Neato. So we've got that. I'm going to pop across the road and sell this book. We know our way around Morrowind pretty well now. There's a bookstore right there. Hello friend, I'm Darissa Davil. welcome to Almora. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer it. I'll try anyway, and if just a little advice you'd like, that's fine too. The easy way to get started is to join a guild, do their jobs. We just heard this. I'm going to barter this book away. Thank you. 55 gold is quite a lot. 60 would be even nicer. Hell, Telvanni! Worked. Interesting. By the way, have you got this? Perhaps a Joshi in Vivek. What about this? Might have one I could sell you. I've been trying to make copies of this rare book. I don't know if I have one at the moment. Try Joshua's rare books in Vivek, really. What was the other one? What was the other one? Fire and Faith. Have you got Fire and Faith? No. No Fire and Faith either. Can I ask about Fire and Faith? Ah. You may have a copy of Fire and Faith. Well, you don't. Not unless it's not in alphabetical. Which it certainly looks like it is. But let's just be absolutely sure, because it could be the Fire and Faith. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's cheeky though. Well, it's quite expensive and we can't afford it, but we know it's there, so that's good. So we found one of them, and maybe the others are in the deck. Now we've got to walk in the rain, which isn't particularly nice. You know what? You know what we might do? Scribe scroll. Hello. Welcome to Amara. How can I serve you? Spells. Armor, eat, disintegrate weapon, drain fatigue, drain magicka. All destruction though, so. When you do push. These are modded scrolls, I think. They certainly. Well, no, this one isn't. Well, lesser lock splitting is a different. Someone scammed for 30. Different name, but same effect. Cool. We can't really afford any of these, sadly, but an expensive shirt. I was actually looking for a cheap robe rather than what you've got. But I shall remember that's here. I'm glad I came in here because these are quite useful. Ooh. Yeah, very useful. But of course I have no money. Do I? Ever. Although I did just spend it all, to be fair. Now let's just go to this outfitters. I'm looking for just a normal robe, that's all. Just a robe that to wear up on the trail. Any old robe would be fine, but no, you don't have a robe, do you? We might just not then. You know? We might just not. Hello. Ah, yeah, grand outfit. Good. You don't have a normal robe either. There are no people with normal robes. You think they'd be quite popular, wouldn't you? Everyone's wearing one, but where you actually get them from, who knows? Who knows where you buy normal robes from? I could go all the way to the Fine Alchemist, but I'm kind of worried that she won't have one. And it's a wasted trip. Oh, go on. Go on, then. If we're going to get a roll, we'll get a sweet roll or something. No sweet rolls either! Oh, man! Sweet pulp. Will that do? I suppose. Eat it like jelly or something? I don't know. I'll get two of them. I said I'll get two of them! Okay, no, two. Okay, fine, three. You know, if we're gonna get a nice robe all wet and horrible, then, you know, we can... No, trade house. Oh, no, wait, this is just a... Well... No, this is a bar. Okay. I'm hoping that when I go into dungeons and stuff, which is what this is, I could wear a different robe. I can always take this one off. Yeah, that's what we'll do. When we get there, and we will follow these instructions to the letter, by the way, without any problem at all. Because Karish is good at following instructions. When we get there, we will just take all our nice clothes off and put some common ones on, so we don't get these all horrible. But for now, yeah, we need to keep the rain off us. So our hooded robe, which is what this is, it's a hooded robe, is going to keep the worst of the weather off us. So this is our first major sort of, what it is, our first dungeon, full stop, I suppose. Looming out the mist in front of us. Yep, that's it. But, so, you know, we got this to go on. And it's also, you know, a Dwemer thing, which Karish is getting increasingly interested in. That is quite extensive, isn't it? It's a shame. It's a shame that the it's all a bit icky. Right, we're going to slow down now for no apparent reason, because we have well, spoiler warning. There's a tough enemy on this bridge. Relatively tough, at least. A fellow summoner. Now this is different. These statues, very nice. But yeah, it's a shame it's a crap day. Otherwise, I'll see further. So yeah, drop a save. Yeah, it's really nice actually. Very good. You look different. We all know what's going to happen. We're going to have an issue. Ho there, friend or foe? Foe. Oh, nice! I don't believe we killed him. We have 2 arrows left! That leaves us nothing, does it, Boney? Get lost. I should have stocked up on arrows. I might go back to the fort and do so. Yeah. Well, we killed this snowy Granius, who I think has changed. Well, there's a common robe, but it'll have all these blood on it and stuff. Ew. But yeah. I'm pretty sure he didn't have a robe before. Alright, I'm going to head back and buy some arrows. I mean, that seems to make perfect sense to me. But yeah, we killed him with our bow. So our marksman went up a little bit there. Look at that. We actually hit him. So that was changed with the mod, because normally it's some Nord dude in, I think, leather armor or something. But yeah, mine oversight. We need to go and get... Okay, now this is kind of break the LP a little bit, but your immersion. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, not that way. Unless they kind of changed it, you can actually jump in this from up there. So if I was to assault, if I was to, you know, like a rival enemy general, and I had to attack this fortress, I think I'd do it from here. These battlements were no good at all. So I'm not going to jump, but that just shows you that, you know, if you attack from this direction, this fort is completely useless. And whoever decides to build it there should be shot. Very bad design. Well, not design, but you know, everything's location. Alright, I need you. Hello. High elf in such a grand outfit. I should think so. Yes, well, we do have some gold, don't we? So we can maybe buy some. Just in case things go horribly wrong. That might be a bit too much. Do we want to spend all our golden arrows? It's only 33 arrows after all. So I suppose we'll have to. Alright. No gold to our name. But we have arrows which we can now use to defend ourselves against whatever might be in there. If Karish was slightly less green, he may well suspect that there'd be enemies in there with magical attacks, or, you know, or require magical attacks to hurt them. But he hasn't. I don't believe he's come across any of those, has he? I mean, the ghost would be one, but we didn't have to worry about that because we killed the guy who summoned it, who now lies dead, defeated. So really, Karish, if you wanted a new job, you could now become the new guardian of this bridge and stand there impassively for days on end, waiting for somebody to try and cross it. Just like that dude. Hello! Thank goodness you're not hostile. Imagine how annoying it would be if all of those were hostile. Oh. No. Hang on, if I... Ooh. No, if I hadn't played this game before, I'd be thinking, well, if I close this again, will I be trapped? And that is probably what Karish is thinking right now anyway. But we have no other option but to go in there. I wonder why the dwarves decided to make a speed-based entrance there. Well, old goblets and stuff. A steel dagger. So I'm going to look in these because they're old and rusty, but they're not particularly... There you go. Stuff. They're not dirty. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that at all. Oh. And it's seen us. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect that. Well, you could have fixed this. Get up there. Okay, there we go. Of all the things not to fix, I mean that. Whoa, okay, alright, alright, alright. How are we going to handle this, Karish? Well, with a bow, I guess. Yeah. 33 arrows suddenly seems really inadequate. We're gonna have to get bony on this, aren't we? Shame I can't appreciate this. Go get him. Uh-oh. Are you coming to help? You kill it? Well done. Oh. Okay, not friendly. Oh. Get the hell away from me.
Surrender now and I might let you live.
Alright, go buddy. Get him. Nice! Icky, just out of curiosity. I mean, if he has the drummer puzzle box on him, we'd have to take it. Obviously, he doesn't. There's one of his friends down there. What was this, though? Now, this kind of suits Karish. If I can get on there. Okay. Where is he? Oh. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, alright, alright. Get him, buddy! Uh oh. Okay, he's dead. Good. Well done. Well done. We're getting there. Well, that's 4 enemies we've killed this episode. And we have no magical left, so hopefully this is kind of it. Curious. It could be oily, I suppose, but I don't know, is that really dirty? I'm gonna have to loot something, otherwise it's pointless. An old journal. This is different. Arkngthand Expedition logbook. This logbook is we'll read that later. It could be useful now, though. Yeah, okay. It's pretty snappy, so I'll read it now. I made the episode a bit longer. This logbook, in part or in its entirety, remains the property of the East Empire Company of Vardenfell. Expedition leader Luke Amity. For the day 1, first light. We arrived at Arkngthand after a brief stop for provisions at Fort Moonmoth, where we purchased several potions of restore strength, fatigue, and health if needed during the planned digs and exploration of the lower caverns. Day 1 at nightfall, camp has been set up in the Hall of Centrifuge after finding a suitable flat surface and some old dormer furniture that has been employed to aid as storage facility. Second day, first light. Will not return again to my log until the day is over. We intend to inspect and explore the whole of the Hall of Centrifuge, and any findings will be logged before supper. At nightfall, much as expected, the Hall of Centrifuge has been ravaged by smugglers and looters, and all we found in the past 12 hours is dust and debris and items dropped by beings that were certainly not of Dwemer origin. We shall have to go deeper tomorrow. Day 3, middle night. Some strange sounds from below woke the crew. What can only be explained as a breeze put out and what can only be explained as a breeze put out our night candles. Quite odd, but Robert Jenis, the science leader of the team, assures us it is only the result of the warm air we have generated in meeting the cold of the lower levels. Still, I had to sleep with one eye open to be on the safe side. Day 3, noon. Robert's explanation for the breeze is now skating on thin ice. Xavier Ence was sent deeper into the cells of the Hallowed Hand, where he came back shaking, telling me he had heard the same sounds and felt the breeze he had felt the night before. We are sure this description of something he saw is just his Nordic imagination running away with itself, or at least we hope so. Day 3, nightfall. There has been no repeat of Ence's hysterics for the rest of today, and a haul of early Dwemer schematics has been found and carefully shipped and logged for shipment back to the company. We will now settle down for supper and plan for tomorrow's deeper excavations. Day 4, first light. We are not alone in here. It may be simple looters hiding down in the lower caverns trying to scare us off, or it could be something else in here with us that seems to be offended by our presence. Last night our senses had grown more accustomed to the lighting down here than the previous night, and we sure we saw something. Not sure what it was, but it was certainly something in here with us. Nevertheless, we shall continue into Weeping Bell Hall later today. At nightfall, 3 of my men have entered Weeping Hall at noon today. The report I received earlier suggests a lot of Dwemer items are still down there, and that is there are traces of looters, possibly smugglers there also. The confusing part is, why would smugglers and looters leave such valuable items? My people will return tomorrow to collect, identify and pack every artifact they can find, but for now we shall eat and retire for the night to ensure a bright and early start in the morning. Day 5, middle of the night. We have been walking again, but this time not a breeze but more of a howl. It seems almost like a creature of some kind, but it has a lingering creaking sound like metal grinding against metal. Robert insists that this is probably the old machinery twitching because of our careless team touches the handles and levers, but I am not sure about his explanation at all. Day 5, first light. We have had a restless night, to say the least. Odette Bien started screaming uncontrollably and ran off into Weeping Bell. I organised a search party, but ordered them not to travel any deeper than the Weeping Bell corridors until we had explored them further. Odette will just have to take her chances with the cold and dark until we find her. Day 5, nightfall. Again, I had no time to write upon my noon log, nor have we found either artifacts nor Odette Bien. By noon, I split the party up in twos, and we combed the entire ruins and marked it out completely. One of the teams have returned reporting what appears to be a hidden cavern entrance, hardly noticeable in the light of deep ore passage, but it seems to be as off in a westerly direction. We may have to use explosive charges to remove the rocks covering it tomorrow. Day 6, first light. We have found Odette Bien, or more, she has found us. As we woke this morning, a body was inside the camp. The core of the Weeping Bell. A strange metal bolt was lodged in her back, seemingly piercing her heart with precision. None of the team heard any noise or indeed woke during the night, as we were tired out from lack of sleep of the previous night. I cannot rule out foul play from one of my team on our team, but it's highly unlikely given the nature of the weapon used to end her life. We have removed the bolt as evidence, and I have locked it in a chest for safekeeping. Odette has been wrapped as required to avoid rat gnawings. She will be sadly missed. Day 6, noon. We have blown away a section of the depot passage, and indeed there is another corridor down here following a westerly as my team at first indicated. We are taking some sustenance before returning to explore the corridor in the fully armed team, and intend to get to the bottom of this mystery before the end of the day and resume our original plans. Day 6, nightfall. It will be some time before we can resume plans. We all saw it. It is without doubt some sort of adamantium. The Dwemer may have vanished, but this was their legacy and it lives on. We shall take refuge in the fact that it is too large to travel through these corridors, thus making it safe to camp at the entrance for the night before returning that day to carefully explore. Safe. Now my worry is that the mods have removed the puzzle box from where it was. I don't know where it was, but I'm looking at it. I'm looking there and I ain't seeing it. Let me scroll. Okay. Well, obviously it wasn't too safe now, was it? Now there's a chest here which I can open with a spell, but I don't have much magic left, and I have no idea where this puzzle box is now. Could be in this chest. That's the thing. I might, yeah. Well, we don't have to do this now, do we? We could always come back later. I'm gonna cast this spell, wherever it is. I don't know if it's locked. The game won't tell me. I'm saving it. Do I have a helm? Okay, well we got a key. Now, would I take the helm? I mean, the thing is, it's Dwemer, and we've been getting Dwemer artifacts, but it's also armor, and Karish has no real need of armor. Well, he has no real need of these either. He intends to stash them or sell them or something. But if he likes Dwemer stuff, he'd probably keep that as well. And by likes, I mean sort of like he's very intrigued by it all, so he's going to collect all the evidence he can, possibly stash it or sell it later. Now we have 36 magicka, and we're really sort of like looking at having no real way of exploring further. But yeah, I'm sure that the puzzle box has been moved. I don't know for sure, even though I just said I was sure. I have a good feeling that it's been moved. Yeah, we'll put it that way. We can always come back later. Yeah, Karish is going to struggle here. We need more, really. We can always take these potions, of course. But we know how to restore our magicka. And we're in no massive rush to do this, are we? I think we can say, I mean, if this was a regular person, which is kind of what Karish kind of is, more or less. It's just this average Joe who's found himself in this situation. I think we'll call it, this was quite a good expedition. I mean, we've killed a bunch of enemies. And we found... Did I take that journal? We can always come back for it, can't we? But, no, it's only there. We'll go and get it. No reason why we shouldn't take the journal. Mind you, there's cogs there. Why don't I take them? They are heavy. Yeah, they are heavy. Alright, we'll just take one. Now, whether I'm going to sell these or whether I'm going to stash them and keep them, I don't know. I might have samples of each and sell any surplus. That's probably what I'll do, is I'll try and find one of every Dwemer item in the game. So we've got a coin and a couple of goblets and stuff, but yeah. I'm thinking that the Dwemer artifacts could be a source of income for Karish, because he does need one. Let's face it. And if I restrict his looting too much, then I'm never going to have any gold. So I think Dwemer artifacts are a good way to get around that, because he's interested in them, so he would keep them. But he's got a practical sort as well. Okay, good. We can get out. So we're going to come back here, possibly next episode, who knows. But for now I'm going to return to Balmora, and I think Karish and I will call it a day there. But yeah, our first venture into Arkngthand, or whatever it's called, or no, we can call it a success. Now I fully realise that, you know, most characters can sort of run in there and do that quest in half an hour and such, but Karish is not. That's a better view of it. Your average character, and yeah, we're going to make haste now to get back to Balmora before it shuts. So there's also that as well, you know, that he needs to rest and sleep and such, and he'll do that in Balmora. I don't know whether Dwemer items are outlawed. I seem to remember some, someone saying they are, like in the game, but at the same time I don't remember anybody having any trouble. Just remember I didn't take a screenshot. We'll have to do that some other time. Because this is nice, but it's not. I'll take a screenshot of this, but I don't think I'll use it for the thumbnail. Probably. So we get one here. It's not a very good one because it's got the stupid Fought in the way, but yeah. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, well, I know what I was saying now. Yes, I shall take a better photo of that for the screenshot all the time. So, yeah. Don't know what's going on with that. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's hard to ignore because it's right in front of me. It's like, it's a nice evening. You know, it's a crap day, but nice evening. I think what we're going to do is, how much gold have we got? 5, of course. Yeah, but I can sell 3 or 4, 3 of them. And that's about it. But, you know, how about eating, you know, having a bit of a drink al fresco, you know, to celebrate our first excursion into a deadly Dwemer ruin full of, well, enemies, pretty much. I think we'll do that. Yes, we got in. And if memory serves, there is a, yeah, well, I'm gonna have to sell some, aren't I? Before the shops close, pawnbrokers and stuff. You're a pawnbroker, aren't you? Trader, yeah, I'll do. Don't know what the difference is, really. Hello! Oh, hello. You used to be there, I'm sure you did. Ravia knows why you are here. You want to buy Ravia's famous Daedric weapons. Daedric weapons? What? You say they are not Daedric weapons? No, you're right, but Ravia is no liar. When you wish it, Ravia's demon weapons will be as sharp and fine as Daedric, as well as light as a Netch air sack. The magic lasts for but a short time, but long enough to punch through the toughest armour. Ravia buys them direct from the Telvanni. You'll not find any cheaper in all Balmora. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, we're going to sell 3 of these. 18! I must admit, I was hoping for a bit more than that. I gotta be honest with you. Oh, we didn't even take our clothes. We didn't even change our clothes. I got all excited about going to our first... Well, it happened. You just didn't see it. Yeah, into our first dungeon. I got all excited and forgot about it. Well, 18. Huh? Fine. No, not that one. Sorry about that. Because I was hoping to get something pretty strong to drink. Because a lot of people after that kind of thing will need a strong drink. I think there's a... Just thinking about, you know, having, you know, a drink and enjoying the evening. There's a place up there, isn't there? Corner Club. Hello. Hello, friend. I am Thainlan Velas. Welcome to Balmora. If you have a question, I know how to answer it. No, I don't want to buy hammers. I want to buy a drink. Surely there must be something we can have. Hello. Good day. I am Banal Saran, Republican of the Council Club here in Balmora. We went you went bed. Superb. And I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for services or a specific place nearby. If you look for someone in particular, I may be able to help you. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll rent a bed, because that's kind of important. So yes, we'll do that. We'll rent the bed. Go down the stairs. Room on the right is yours. Avoid the left room. The man there wishes to be undisturbed. Alright, then. Yeah, the only thing is we now have 13 gold and we can afford nothing. Which is starting to eke away at Karish a little bit. I'm pretty sure. You know, he's continuously struggling to manage. We're ready to, you know, a rooms. That's something. So we can go up here. And enjoy this lovely evening, can't we? Have a drink of Storm Magicka seems appropriate. A couple of bites to eat of our meager... Yeah, we'll have that sweet pulp. Ah, sweet pulp. And now I'm paralyzed. I suppose because it's so damn good. Still paralyzed. Still paralyzed. But it's fine because we're enjoying a nice view. There we go. It's finished. Right then.
I could kill that guy. Those boots are ruined.
It's alright. You got some nice ones. Nice bone mold ones. Alright. So that was that. I shall see you guys next week for some more of this. And I can read a short history of Morrowind in the interim video if I deem it necessary. But yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Okay, guys. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Really appreciate your comments and everything. And yeah, see you soon. Toodaloo.